Welcome everybody to a review of a new 4K Cine edition version of 1979's Mad Max. So this is directed by George Miller, who also directed the subsequent three films in this series. He will direct the fourth sequel as well, titled Furiosa in 2024. And he also directed 3,000 Years of Longing. I've not seen the rest of his directorial efforts, but they're the ones I have seen. And yeah, it's a dystopian action film clocking in at 93 minutes long. Stars Mel Gibson, who was in the likes of the Lethal Weapon series, Chicken Run, Ransom, Payback, and Maverick, as well as Hugh Keays-Byrne, who was in Fury Road as Immortan Joe. So he'd play a different character in that fourth film. So yeah, taking place in a dystopian Australia in the near future, Mad Max tells the story of a highway patrolman cruising the squalid back roads that have become the breeding ground of criminals foraging for gasoline and scraps. After some grisly events at the hands of a motorcycle gang, Max sets out across the barren wastelands in search of revenge. So, yeah, this is a near perfect example of how to put your vision to film without a sizable budget, as it only cost around 350,000 to 400,000 Australian dollars. So not very much at all, considering what is put into this film. And yeah, but with which is primarily down to George Miller, who not only directed this film well, but evidently knew how to get the most out of such limitations, to the point that this can easily compete against much bigger productions from the time. Mel Gibson as the titular Mad Max is great in his breakout role. The action scenes are gritty, visceral, and violent while being perfectly shot. The score is solid, the world building is on point, the plot is engrossing, despite being quite basic, as it is at the end of the day a revenge film, and it is well paced. So yeah, revenge films were all the rage back in the 70s after the massive success of Death Wish. So yeah, this is somewhat like that, but the action scenes are so much better. Mel Gibson's a far better leading man than Charles Bronson is, and yeah, the action scenes, the cinematography, the editing, and all that lot is just really top of the line, and yeah, it's really well done. So, yeah, with this Cine edition, you get this new box artwork, which I really love, and it also comes with this on the back, which is a line said by one of the lesser villains in the film, because he's only in it in the at the start, but that's what he says while racing around in his stolen police car. Then you also get the case itself. I'm not a massive fan of this new artwork. It seems a little bit modern, to be honest, where you have your bunch of characters and then just the name of the title of the film. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that, especially compared to that, which is just so much cooler. But yeah, you do get it on 4K and Blu-ray. Now, I do believe this is a 4K release that was also part of a steelbook box set that had all four films in a steelbook in a box itself. So they're not new 4Ks per se, but they still look really rather great. And yeah, I had no problem with the picture quality or the sound. And you also get several art cards and a double-sided poster that also comes in a envelope with, again, the same quotable line on the back of the box work there. So that's the other side. So you get several art cards, so minor spoilers for the film. Some of these are double-sided as well. Only one of them isn't, and this is this one, which is one of the spectacular stunts in the film. And these are new art cards as well, apparently. So there's a back of one. That's the back of the other with the iconic Interceptor, I think it's called. But yeah, basically a Ford Falcon, but made even better. It's got 600 horsepower, supercharger, and all that lot. There we go. And finally, same car in the same scene being attacked by the motorbike gang. And then you also get the poster, which has the artwork from the box on one side, which I really like, no doubt about that. It's nice and simple, gets across a good amount. And then, but you also have a Japanese artwork on the other side, which I like even more, because I feel like Mel Gibson and then Mad Max just is a little bit too cluttered, but then just to have Japanese Mad Max there is really cool. Although I guarantee in Japanese it might sound Mel Gibson or something like that, but regardless, it just looks really nice and then you've got the car there that's more in profile than Mad Max is, which, yeah, being a car fan, that is one that I'm gonna definitely put up, easily gonna put up. So yeah, fantastic release, to be honest. I really do like these Cine editions that HMV, that's where it's from, by the way, in the UK, put out. So yeah, that's just the side there. So you can take off. It had the ratings on in stickers on the side, on the front and the side, but you can take those off to clean up the artwork, which is always a nice thing as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, these are getting released because it's Warner Brothers' 100th anniversary. So they've been putting out a ton of films in special edition versions or 4K new releases and the like. So yeah, really glad that these have gotten a Cine edition. So we will be getting the Road Warrior and Beyond Thunderdome as well in 4K Cine edition versions, which, yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting as well. Not just because I enjoy the films, but also because you get some, nice physical extras as well, which is the main reason I didn't get the Steelbook 4Ks, because even though the Steelbooks look really nice, that's all you got with them. No posters, no art cards or anything like that. So yeah, I skipped on them purely because of that. I'm a fan of Steelbooks, but at the end of the day, they rarely get used outside of, oh, look at this, and then that's pretty much the end of it. So yeah, whereas with this, I might put the art cards up, but I'd definitely be putting the poster up, and I can always, stand up the box artwork like that and put that on a shelf or something like that, and that'll look excellent all on its own right. So yeah, but nonetheless, if you've seen this film before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. It is a classic film. I know some people don't like it because it's kind of sporadic in terms of the scenes. Some of the scenes don't. It basically seems like a series of scenes that don't really link up all that well. But I find that it links up perfectly well. But it's not the best film in the series by any means. That'll be the next one. Well, the next film was the best film in the series, but then obviously the fourth one came out, which just blew the first three away. But still, the second film is even better. So yeah, I look forward to reviewing that film. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.